Happy Vlogmas day 2. I still haven't posted my first vlog. We're fixing our morning routine. It is 7:34 in the morning and we are awake and ready. From this mug that my mother purchased. It is broken. Hey, I painted for like half an hour and now, or like I don't know, however long. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm horrible and rotten for not filming me paint, but that's life. It's 9:04. I'm just gonna like chill on my bed for a bit and then I'm going to do my test that I have to do for one of my classes. So see you soon. I just finished my test. You're filthy. I got kind of a dookie grade and it shows us the grade like right after because it's like just multiple choice. Like it wasn't that bad. I definitely did fine, but I did really well in the last test, so I wanted to do really well in this one, but that's life. So let's have breakfast. I have an interview. This is my outfit. I won't be wearing the headphones. I know it's kind of casual, but I put on these docks to kind of dress it up. But it's not a super serious job. Like, it's not a super serious environment, so I think this will be appropriate attire. Wish me luck. Just got home. This is not what I wore. It went well. So we'll see what happens. I laid down for a little bit and crocheted these letters on this blanket that I'm making for my cat based off of my alphabet blanket that's over there. And my blanket like is missing letters, like it is incorrect, so I'm making this in the same way. So yeah, I'm also gonna study for a bit. Hey besties! I just wanted to, hold on. Yes, I will be doing a portfolio tour because I just got this new portfolio for Michael's to show off all of my drawings. So, this are not by me. These are by friends of mine, so if you make me a painting, I'll keep it. So this is my first Weasel comic. I started drawing my original character, this little weasel, a while ago. And I made this comic for an ex, but I didn't finish it. And I really liked the top panel. Like, I spent a lot of time doing it, so I didn't really want to throw it away. So I just kept the original Weasel character, and now I made it into my own little strip. If I don't show the comic fully, it's because you can't, like, I do want to sell prints eventually, so I obviously don't want to show the whole thing. But it's definitely on a lot of my TikTok and social media if you're really interested in looking at it. Here, another one. This is, I like doing it in black and white, I think it looks better, but I tried doing color here, where I made a little like dream strip of me and freaking Morris, because he's the best. I try to put Morris in every single one of my comics, if not every single one of my art pieces. This is me with boobies. Sorry, me without boobies. It's me without boobies. This is a drawing that I was supposed to do for this brand that I was working with. I was supposed to paint a mural for them and they pulled out last minute So I went back and I took my drawing back because fuck you for that. Went to another store that is in the same business who treats me much better, and I love working with this. Here I have some more Weasel comics. I like drawing these comics where like the story starts off one way and it ends off like totally different, like it ends off kind of imaginary. Adding a little color. Sometimes they're stories, like it's a narrative, and other times it's not a story, it's, well it is, but like I just put song lyrics instead of dialogue. So this one is all lyrics, there's no dialogue. This one is dialogue with lyrics, so sometimes it's like the Weasel sees lyrics, he's saying lyrics. I don't know, you know? I really love putting musical lyrics in my art. I don't know why, but I think that like sometimes, like I'm not a writer, I think, and I feel like writing is an art form that I haven't mastered, so I get attached to really good lyrics because I'm like, like people write good lyrics, I'm like, oh my god, I could have never articulated that any better than you just did. You'll see a lot of repeat phrases in my art from like phases I've had of being obsessed with specific songs. And I'm not embarrassed by any of them, even if they're cringy. But, so this one says, how many warning signs till it hits you, darling, gravity's your friend. And that's from the song Why by Mr. Dominic Fike. And I just love that lyric. How many warning signs till it hits you, darling, gravity's your friend. To me that means like fucking get a grip, honestly. It means like get a grip. Like, falling is okay, fucking up is okay, and I heard this song for the first time at a time where I really needed to hear that. I Can Sabotage Me by Myself, that's a Paramore lyric. What song?
I need no one else, I can sabotage me by myself, don't need no one.
Caught in the Middle by Paramore. Oh yeah, I fucking wrote it right there, so great. Morality engraved like ink on my bones. I'm going to get this tattooed on me soon. This is a Molly and Nell lyric. I love Molly and Nell, as we all know. A massacre with massive curves. I just think that's a really good line. I think it's from Don't Front by Joey Badass. More comics, and then now we're moving on to like the drawing portion. A lot of my drawings are older. I drew these in high school, to be specific. I started getting into more line and illustration drawing when I switched high schools and I went to this new school. I didn't really have that many friends at first, so I would just like draw in the library until I made friends, and I made some wonderful friends. But for a little bit, I was just that kid drawing by myself, and that's okay. I drew this when I went through my anatomy phase in grade 10. I was taking healthcare. We had a 6-month-long project where we had to draw the human body, and it was like the big project in that course for our school. I still have mine, so I can show you guys that another day. But I was just trying to draw anatomy because I found it really interesting and fun, and I found it really easy to practice line work. Here, I'm starting to use different techniques of shading, like no cross-hatching, but just like line work and dots. Lots and lots of fucking dots. But I really like how these look, and you know, yeah, again, I might release prints soon. I started drawing lots of just girls and eyes. Girls and eyes. What do you need? Right? What? So I have a lot of girls with long hair and like defined collarbones. Again, this is inspired by an artist on Instagram named Paulina Bright. She draws in this style. This is my interpretation of her art style. This is probably my favorite art drawing I've ever done because I feel like from afar it looks really detailed, and that's kind of like the goal. Here, this is like a Coraline inspired one, you know, like another pretty realistic eye. It kind of looks like that tunnel she goes into before she goes into this is an unfinished drawing, but I don't ever really want to finish it because I think it's pretty good as it is. I really like how I did like vertical lines to show shape, and I kind of want to try that again because I think it came pretty good. This one is another nice drawing that I like of a girl. I really like this technique of only shading the top lip. I think it like looks nice, looks cool. I drew Emma Chamberlain and Olivia. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm not going to say it. But I was just trying to draw from real life, or like from pictures, not real life, but I was trying to copy like shapes and stuff. I also had a hand phase in high school. Drew a lot of hands with dots and lines, and just, I really like contrast. This is more colorful art. Again, still in high school, still in my phase of drawing like girls and eyes and lines, and I think I was just trying to add some color. And back in the day, I used to have all of the drawings in this book on my wall because I just really like how that feels, but they started getting damaged. Oh, we're almost done. So this is the small painting portion. This is when I first started my like art journey at all, honestly. Like when I've always been into drawing, and I think I've always been good at drawing, but I never considered myself an artist. Like I was very insecure to say that, and I did not like saying that. This is when I like finally told myself like I kind of really want this to be a part of my life forever, and if I want to do it well, I have to like accept that that's what I do. So I started trying to paint with like lots of scraping and spatulas, and although these are pretty simple, I do like how they turned out. I used to go over to my friend Sabrina's house all the time, and she had the most gorgeous acrylic paints, and she would let me use them, and they're like sparkly underneath, and I would just like blend them for ages, and it was just so much fun. I also did a little galaxy, and this sailboat, it's inspired by the sailboat from Good Will Hunting, like the painting where he's like, does that pay my numbers? He's like, watch your fucking mouth when you're talking about my goddamn painting. This is again really early stuff, but like I was fully a teenager. I was just trying to learn how to paint. I had no idea how to paint. I had no idea how I wanted to paint, and this was all with acrylic, which is really fucking, in my opinion, hard to work with. So I did some clouds. I did this nice landscape, and then this house like really ruined it for me, and then also the page ripped, so that was that. This one's another simple one. I don't love how it turned out. Like, to me it looks a little childish, but that's also okay, I guess. And I finally had this one that every time I'd buy a card, I'd stick the sticker on it on my wall, and there's not a lot. I kind of wanted to fill it up, but I didn't. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. And let's continue on with the vloggy poo. But first, let's do a Morris update. Morris, how are you doing today?